Okay, we're going to look at properties of exponential graphs. So as I vary whether things are positive or negative in here, or whether they become like x or 2x or 3x, how does that change the look of my graph? So let's have a look at that. I'm just attaching my screen to this so make it easier for me. So we're going to have a look at when the base number becomes negative. So let's add that to our graph here. So y equals -10, and we want to raise it to the power of x. And you'll notice that, and if I just move this up a little bit, what we've really got is that negative has reflected that line in the x-axis. So that's the first point you want to see. So if I have a negative base number, it changes it from a normal positive base number exponential graph, and it reflects it in the x-axis. Okay, so that's varying that. If I go back and if I vary the number in front of x, so let's go y equals, we'll go back to a positive 10, but now let's make it to the power of 2x. Okay, so we can see, like previous exponential graphs, they all go through, when they're positive, all go through 0, 1. But you'll notice now that this graph, when it's a 2x, it is increasing even quicker than when it was the power of x. So that number in front of x has the impact of increasing the gradient much more quickly as we pass through 0, 1. And so it's also coming in closer to 0 on the left-hand side of that. Okay, so we've done a negative base number, we've increased the number in our index. What about when our index becomes negative? What does that look like? So let's have a look at that. So let's do y equals 10, and let's do the power of negative x. So to the power of negative x. Wow, okay, now we've got basically a reflection. When the power becomes negative, we've got a reflection in the y-axis. So let's remember that when it was a negative base number, we had a reflection in the x-axis, and when the power became negative, we got a reflection of our line in the y-axis, still going through the point 0, 1 there. So that is kind of cool. So those ways of altering graphs, or what we call translating graphs, are really important for you to know, and they are talked about in worked example 13 on page 97. So if you want to have a look at that, you'll see some of those features there as well. I hope that made sense.